Hey everyone! Today we're starting our Swirls intensive. So we're going to be doing videos and there's handouts. So depending if you're a video subscriber or just a handout subscriber, you're going to get either one or both. We're going to be doing about 6 weeks of swirls, I think. We're going to see how it goes. So today's week 1. We're going to do the basic swirl, which is sort of the standard swirl that most people have seen. I've had a few people ask me how I do it, so I thought that I would share it. And then we're going to keep going after this, so hopefully you guys are as into swirls as I am, because otherwise it's going to be a long 6 weeks for you. Alright, so I've started by just sort of stitching a box in here that I'm going to fill with swirls. I'm going to start on the edge. I don't want to start in a corner because that's going to get me stuck later and it's going to be harder to do. So we're going to start on an edge here and we're going to start with a swirl. So I'm just going to start by curling in to make my first swirl. So there I've swirled in, and then now I'm just going to swirl back out. On my way out, I'm going to keep swirling around all the way until I hit something. So I've swirled all the way out of that circle, all the way around till I've hit something, which in this case is going to be the edge of the stitching here. And then I'm going to do a few echoes here. Oops, that's nice and round. So after I've echoed a few times. I always want to echo at least once. I can echo more if I want. The more echoes I put on these swirls, the more overlappy things are going to look later. So I've swirled, I've echoed a few times, and I've just sort of walked up this stem here. Then now I'm going to go off and do another swirl. And then echo. Then echo again. And then I'm going to come up here and do another swirl. So you can see I'm always starting my swirl up on an edge. I don't want to start my swirls from in these corner here. I'm walking along this edge and doing another swirl. That's going to help them to look like swirls as opposed to sort of rainbows or something like that. I like to come up this edge and then build my swirls from there. My machine handles are at a super weird angle right now so that they aren't getting in the way of the camera. So it's making it a little bit awkward to stitch this. And there it's being the camera. So you can see in here I've got sort of this weird open space. And I really don't want to just leave that because you're going to see this weird open different change in density. I'm trying to keep my density as even as I can throughout here. And I don't have an even density there, so I'm going to go in there and fill that. So how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to keep echoing this swirl here until it fills up that space. There we go. I'm going to build more swirls over here. So you can see here how I've done this swirl and I've built the echoes because this swirl was done and this swirl was done. So I just used echoes to keep that space filling. And you can see it just looks like that swirl is in behind these other two swirls. So now I'm going to show you some more swirls so that I can prove that I actually know how to quilt these. So here are some that I quilted last night. You can see I like to keep my insides curved. A lot of people do pointies when they change directions. I like to do it at a curve in there. If you have the handouts, it shows a little bit in there about that. I just think that it makes sort of a smoother look overall, and so I like that look. So there's some actually nicely quilted swirls. I'm going to show you one more swirl group. So these I think are my best swirls ever. This is on my modern sampler quilt. You can see these ones I've gotten quite big with those swirls. There's lots of echoes in there, so they're really nice and overlappy, which I really like. There they are. So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out, and hopefully you like the swirls. We'll see you again soon. Bye!